To be ignorant of the lives of the most celebrated men of antiquity is to continue in a state of childhood all our days. Do not speak of your happiness to one less fortunate than yourself. Philosophy is an act of living. It is indeed a desirable thing to be well descended, but the glory belongs to our ancestors. It is part of a good man to do great and noble deeds, though he risks everything. In words are seen the state of mind and character and disposition of the speaker. To find fault is easy, to do better may be difficult. The wildest colts make the best horses. The whole life is but a point of time. Let us enjoy it therefore while it lasts, and not spend it to no purpose. The mind is not a vessel to be filled, but a fire to be kindled. What we achieve inwardly will change outer reality. All men, whilst they are awake, are in one common world, but each of them, when he is asleep, is in a world of his own. Fate leads him who follows it, and drags him who resists. The real destroyer of the liberties of the people is he who spreads among them bounties, donations, and benefits. For the wise man, every day is a festival. An imbalance between rich and poor is the oldest and the most fatal ailment of all republics. For the mind does not require filling like a bottle, but rather like wood. It only requires kindling to create in it an impulse to think independently and an ardent desire for the truth. The whole of life is but a moment of time. It is our duty, therefore, to use it, not to misuse it. The Spartans do not ask how many enemies there are, but where they are. Courage and wisdom are indeed rarities amongst men, but of all that is good, a just man, it would seem, is the most scarce. It is a thing of no great difficulty to raise objections against another man's oration. It is a very easy matter, but to produce a better in its place is a work extremely troublesome. It does not follow that because a particular work of art succeeds in charming us, its creator also deserves our admiration. Courage stands halfway between cowardice and rashness, one of which is a lack, the other an excess of courage. But for the sake of some little mouthful of flesh, we deprive a soul of the sun and light, and of that proportion of life and time it had been born into the world to enjoy. I don't need a friend who changes when I change, and who nods when I nod. My shadow does that much better. Many things which cannot be overcome when they are together yield themselves up when taken little by little. Let us carefully observe those good qualities wherein our enemies excel us, and endeavor to excel them by avoiding what is faulty and imitating what is excellent in them. Character is simply habit, long continued. Books delight to the very marrow of one's bones. They speak to us, consult with us, and join with us in a living and intense intimacy. Choose what is best, and habit will make it pleasant and easy. He is a fool who lets slip a bird in the hand for a bird in the bush. The poor go to war to fight and die for the delights riches, and superfluities of others. Prosperity is no just scale. Adversity is the only balance to weigh friends. No man ever wetted clay and then left it, as if there would be bricks by chance and fortune. Painting is silent poetry. The very spring and root of honesty and virtue lie in good education. Evidence of trust begets trust, and love is reciprocated by love. The omission of good is no less reprehensible than the commission of evil. Courage consists not in hazarding without fear, but being resolutely minded in a just cause. Medicine to produce health must examine disease, and music to create harmony must investigate discord. A few vices are sufficient to darken many virtues. When the strong box contains no more, both friends and flatterers shun the door. Moral habits induced by public practices are far quicker in making their way into men's private lives than the failings and faults of individuals are in infecting the city at large. The measure of a man is the way he bears up under misfortune. Know how to listen, and you will profit even from those who talk badly. Nor is it always in the most distinguished achievements that men's virtues or vices may be best discovered, but very often an accent of small note, a short saying, or a jest shall distinguish a person's character more than the greatest sieges. Silence at the proper season is wisdom, and better than any speech. The richest soil, if uncultivated, produces the rankest weeds. Someone praising a man for his foolhardy bravery said, "There is a wide difference between true courage and a mere contempt of life." No beast is more savage than man when possessed with power, answerable to his rage. As bees extract honey from thyme, the strongest and driest of herbs, so sensible men often get advantage and profit from the most awkward circumstances. Vultures are the most righteous of birds. They do not attack even the smallest living creature.